Hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Nikki and I'm so glad to have you here today. We are going to be looking at Solar Paste, which is the new release from Simon Hurley. There are 6 different colors, and if you're familiar with Simon Hurley products, you know that he also has a lunar paste, which is nice and it's opaque. This is a color shifting product, and so it has some color to it, but it really changes when it's on different types of cardstock. So I'm going to take you through 5 different ways that I love using it. So let's start with what this looks like. It has a whitish base, and then it'll have, like this one is Cross My Heart, so it has a little hint of pinkish red in it, and it actually looks a little different once it's dry. The other thing that is unique about this paste is it depends on the layer that you put. The thicker the layer, a little bit more opaque, it has a little bit more white to it. You're gonna really see that difference on dark cardstock. So let me show you these colors swatched on white paper to start. So you can see once they're swatched out, it is a rainbow of colors, but it's this iridescent shimmer, and it has the color, so it looks like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, and purple in that, and it's gonna look amazing. Let me show you what it looks like if I just swatch it and mix them all together on a piece of cardstock. So here's what they look like when you just smush them onto a piece of cardstock in order. So I'm going to show you how that changes color, and we went in the order of the rainbow, but as the light hits it differently, it has a little different look. Isn't that cool? And I'm going to show you what I do with this paper at the end, but let's get right into how it looks on black paper, because that is where it really shines. Be ready to be wowed. Look at what this does on black paper. Okay, do you see that you can see the color a little bit better? The thinner you make your swipes, the more of that shimmery color you see, but it also can leave you a little bit of these opaque whites. I'm going to show it to you dry because it's so cool, and I just think you can do a lot of really cool effects with it. So this one is the Cross My Heart. Okay, so here it is wet. It has a little bit more white edges to it when it's wet, but look at those colors. Oh my goodness, they're just so beautiful. Let me show it to you dry. Here it is side by side with white paper. Both of these are now dry. And can you see this shimmer and how if you make a darker spot, you've got that little white highlight to it. It's so cool. Its texture feels a lot like lunar paste when it's dry, but it just has so much color shifting in it that it's really very interesting. I'm gonna smush a rainbow down on black paper to show you. So when it dries, look at this. Isn't that amazing on black paper? And that's just using a black paper to kind of bring out that pigment. It looks so cool. Its finish is feels kind of like lunar paste when it's done. When you run your fingers over it, feels nice and firm and almost like a plastic feeling. So this made me wonder, what would it look like on other colors of cardstock? So I'm going to show you what it looks like on some of the grays in here, because I think that could be a really fun thing. We'll use this gray, and we'll use the other one that's more like a slate gray. It's a little bit bluer, and I'll show you what it looks like on those 2 colors. So here's all the colors on this gray. Really cool effect on that as well. So you can tell that as we use a darker gray, we can see more of the color. Here's the difference. So the lighter gray, you don't see the colors quite as much. So basically, if you put darker color behind this, you're going to get more pigment out of it versus the lighter look of a white cardstock. So just a really interesting product. And yes, you can use it over ink blending. I ink blended with some Distress Oxides, and then I used 3 of the different colors to create bubbles. I think that this is going to be really cute with some lawn fawn mice blowing bubbles. I know I haven't had time to finish the card yet, but that is definitely my plan. The other way that I used it was with a stencil on black paper, and I used a sponge dauber, and this worked really well. I used Crocodile Tears, Beluga, and Royal Flush, which are the green, blue, and purple. Let me show you how this looks. Okay, here it is. Of course, I made a couple little mistakes, but it just looks so beautiful. And here's all the colors on this. I know I scraped off the middle a little bit there, but you can see that it kind of gives it a different color if you have a lighter coverage right there. I'm still going to turn this into a card, but I just wanted to show you all the different colors together. The other thing that I learned is that you can heat emboss on this. So I've done the very light rainbow right here, and I'm going to stamp in just my regular VersaFine Nocturne, and then I'm going to heat emboss in clear, and I want to show you how cute this is. These are the bubble letters from Lawn Fawn, and so it's going to have this shimmer and iridescence like happy is actually a bubble. It's going to look so cute. I think this is going to be great for a little card with the mice and the bubbles. So you can see I added the clear embossing powder, and I did that because it is a plasticky type finish on here, and I don't know if the ink would stick if I didn't emboss it, but it also just looks really cool. Look at how awesome that's gonna look. Okay, let me show you the swatches as a quick side-by-side comparison so you can see all the colors. So let's look at a swatch of the white versus black colors together. We're going to start with the first color, which is the red. It's called Cross My Heart, and that's the first white one here. Let me show it next to the black so that you can see the difference. It has a sheen of that red pink color to it on the white, but when you see it on the black, you can tell it is really dark and looks amazing. Our second color is called Overheated, and this is the orangish color. So let's look at it here. Looks really cool, and you can see different levels and amounts of that orange on the black one really change the color. So you can really get a lot of difference in your colors here with these color shifts. The next color is the goldish color. Ooh, very pretty. It's called Golden Hour, and it's the yellowy gold right here. So look at how beautiful that could look. Oh, I just think that's a great color. Okay, the next one is Crocodile Tears. This is the green, and look at how beautiful that green is. I am partial to greens, blues, and purples, so I definitely love these colors, especially this blue. Let's look at Beluga. I just love how this looks. And I know it's hard to see on the white, but you can see it has that blue sheen to it, but on the black, it is just delightful. Okay, I think I saved the best for last. This Royal Flush Purple is so gorgeous, and I know it's hard to see on that white, but it gives a great purple sheen on the white paper, and then of course it's a gorgeous purple on this black. So many ways you could use this, and I feel like we have kind of a lack of purple products out there, so this will be really fun. I hope that you learned a lot about what types of cardstock you can use this on, that you can heat emboss on it, that there's so many different fun ways you can use this paste. I would love for you to click through the links in the description if you're checking out any of these products. Even just looking, it really helps me if you click on my link, and those are in the description. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe, and I think that you would enjoy this video next. Have an amazing day, and I hope to see you on the channel soon. Bye!